Now at 10, Joplin residents weigh the pros and cons of renewing the city's capital improvement sales tax. Plus, the city of Pittsburgh has installed traffic cameras aimed at reducing crime. And the Southeast Kansas man sets his sights on a gold medal at this year's Summer Olympics in France.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Joplin voters have a decision to make that could impact anyone who buys anything in the city. This is KOIM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. On April 2nd, Joplin voters will decide whether to renew the capital improvement sales tax. KOIM's Amber Jenkins is joining us now live.
You might have noticed this sign around Joplin about the capital improvement sales tax. I reached out to city officials and some residents to get their take on this tax renewal.
The City of Joplin's capital improvement sales tax started collecting revenue in 2004 with a voter-approved renewal in 2014. Since the last renewal, the tax funded 14 roadway projects. The 3/8-cent sales tax will be on the April 2nd ballot, seeking a 12-year renewal.
The very first question we get, is this a new tax? And no, this is not a new tax. This is a renewal of a tax that we've already made sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Good evening, Council.
Levins is the chairman for the Capital Improvement Committee. He says the sales tax is the reason Joplin isn't in debt.
We make sure that everything is kosher and that everything that we do is paid for as we go. We have no debt. That's a rarity in the Midwest.
If we don't have the money, we're not going to do it. We don't like to borrow and pay it off over time.
Out of the 14 projects, 5 are not yet completed. The director for Public Works says that requesting a renewal of 12 years gives the projects more time.
It never fits with your projects and your ranking. And so by adding 2 years, I believe they actually were able to add a couple additional projects in. I think they actually added 3 additional projects.
12 years is too long for voters to not have a say. 10 years was bad enough, but 12 years, guys?
Mary Hayes Price is against the capital sales tax for multiple reasons.
If the city can't get the projects done in 10 years, let's lower it to 5 years, shorten the number of projects, build the trust with the community, and let's grow from there.
After seeing signs supporting the sales tax, Price started posting her own signs.
A vote no is a voice of change.
Voters will decide on April 2nd whether or not the capital improvement sales tax will be renewed for 12 more years. Dow, back to you.
Amber Jenkins. Thanks, Amber. City of Pittsburgh has installed cameras aimed at recognizing the license plates of stolen vehicles and wanted suspects. The cameras come from the company Flock Group. The city bought 14 cameras from Flock with a 2-year lease costing $42,000 per year and a $2,100 one-time installation fee. Officials say the cameras will alert law enforcement in real time when a suspect's license plate is recognized, helping to reduce crime. Pretty nice weather out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Henny.
Yeah, another nice day for us today. High temps right around 70 degrees. 69 was our high, started at 49. Average high is 61 for this time of the year. The first full day of spring. It's 54 in Joplin, it's 51 in Pittsburgh. We had a few isolated showers in our southern counties earlier, but we're dry now. 50 in Stockton, but 60 in Anderson, Grand Lake. Pittsburgh is sitting at 51, 52 in Chanute. A little breezy. We got these northeasterly winds kicking in 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it's going to stay kind of breezy tonight, but we are dry. Any showers well to our south, that's where they're going to stay as we go through the night tonight. But we may get a few showers in here by tomorrow afternoon. All right, 53 by 11, 48 by 7. Overnight low 45. We'll look at those rain chances here in just a bit.
See you soon. The McDonald County, Missouri School District is the latest in our area to announce it's going to move to a 4-day school week. Students in that district can expect to have Mondays off starting in the fall. The district says the decision stems from a critical shortage of qualified educators. Officials say the lure of higher paying positions in neighboring states is one big reason. Though the school week will be 1 day shorter, officials say students can still expect to have the same amount of instructional time. Teachers, they say, will also have more time for professional development.
You have a lot of new people who have, entered the career field with a lot of people retiring during that time, and we want to surround them with as much support as possible. So that comes back to that professional development piece and helping bolster that.
The superintendent of McDonald County Schools says despite having one fewer day per week, hourly employees such as, say, maintenance and bus drivers, they're going to still have the ability to get the hours necessary for their work week. The Red Cross recently declared an emergency blood shortage, so the city of Baxter Springs decided to do something about it. Today, the high school hosted a community blood drive. Each donation has the potential to save multiple lives. The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks gave donors a t-shirt and an Ozarks Adventure Pass worth more than $150 in vouchers redeemable for admission offers at various attractions. Go to our website, KOIMnewsNow.com, for a full list of those partner attractions. Some students from St. Mary's Colgan in Pittsburgh hit the Meadowbrook Mall today to perform random acts of kindness. Look at that. The group is one of three that handed out cards and flowers to people at the mall, caught some people by surprise. Their mission was to simply leave people with an unexpected smile and a better day, and to get some hugs in the process. The other two groups, they performed their random acts of kindness by cleaning up around the community. Well done. A Girard, Kansas native is going to the Summer Olympics in Paris as a competitor. Derek Mine secured one of the 2 spots on the U.S. men's trap shooting team. Mine participated in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, but this time around, he's going to have his family by his side, an extra layer of motivation.
In Tokyo, nobody got to go because of COVID. They allowed no spectators. Japan wasn't letting anybody into the country, so they weren't able to go. So it'll be nice this time around. All of my family's going to come. My wife, my daughter, my parents, and my brother are all going to be there cheering me on.
It's always been a dream, so I think him fulfilling that dream. Tokyo was a dream to go. Now he's on a mission to win a medal this time.
Mine is a 2024 CAT Games gold medalist and a 2022 world champion. He and his parents are also supporting the start of the Girard High School trap team. Softball season starts to heat up in the 4 states. John's going to have highlights from a pair of tournament games coming up later in sports. But first, we're going to take you to a restaurant in Arkansas that's expecting big business ahead of the solar eclipse.
99.30 drinks now at Sonic.
Parts of the U.S. are preparing for the solar eclipse on April 8th. For some businesses, that could mean an influx of customers. Sunny days ahead. Brooke Buckner has that story.
Are they in Russellville? Are they all over the state? Are they spread out in the path of totality? Are they concentrated here in Little Rock?
Those are some of the questions business owner Daniel Bryant has as we get ready for an influx of visitors in Arkansas in the coming weeks. Although there are still some unknowns, he's preparing to feed a lot more people at his restaurants.
Bringing in extra food, of course. Number one, we're getting more.
One of his restaurants, Hill Station, is even adjusting its hours.
We'll stay open later on Sunday here at Hill Station. And then on Monday, when we're normally closed, we'll open up right after the eclipse to be here for people that are looking for somewhere to go.
Although he's not sure what to expect, he says he's preparing like he would for a Razorback game weekend.
We're basically going to treat those days like extra weekend days.
And restaurants aren't the only places expecting more customers, so are grocery stores.
Treat it like a snowstorm. Go ahead. You don't wait till the day the snow hits to go buy your milk and your bread and everything, so don't wait till the day of the eclipse.
Steve Good with the Arkansas Grocers and Retail Merchants Association says grocers are loading up.
The hardy things that are not going to go out of date, charcoal, paper plates, paper napkins, cups, a lot of those things. We've also got with our vendors, the Coke vendors, the Pepsi vendors, the Frito-Lay vendors of the world, making sure that they've got everything loaded in.
Good says they're trying to make sure they don't run out of food or supplies, but there is a possibility shelves could become empty.
If we run out, we'll just know that we took as good a care of the customer as we could.
So that's why he encourages locals to get what you need before the weekend of April 6th.
Now that eclipse is going to reach totality in Idabel, Oklahoma at 1:45, Russellville, Arkansas at 1:49, Cape Girardeau, Missouri at 1:58. Totality should last about 4 minutes. The next solar eclipse visible from the contiguous U.S., 2044. That'll be a while. Missouri could soon be living in a Barbie world. Iconic toy maker Mattel today announced plans to open a second theme park, this one in the Kansas City area. Construction on Mattel Adventure Park Kansas City in Bonner Springs, Kansas is scheduled to break ground later this year, and the park is set to open in 2026. The park will have the attractions like those at Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale, Arizona, including Hot Wheels roller coasters and a larger-than-life Barbie beach house with a flying theater and a rooftop restaurant and bar. A little bit later, the boys and girls all-state teams for classes 4 through 6 are announced today. John's going to have details on the 4 state standouts who made that list.
Plus, we do have some rain chances in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up.
This is home.
Well, it turned out to be a nice one for us today. Temperatures are pretty good, 69, 70 degrees across the region, so really no complaints. We did see a few little showers in our southern counties, but it looks good right now. Nice shot of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course, Indigo, just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, any showers we had earlier today, southern counties, these are gone. Now across northern Arkansas, a little cluster just north of Oklahoma City. So we are going to stay dry tonight, but we have a weak little wave passing to our south. So we are going to have some clouds and a random shower or two as we go through about the next 36 hours or so. There's a little upper level wave right across parts of New Mexico, and this is going to sink to our south, but it's going to keep most of the rain south of the region. We do have northeasterly winds, a little bit of a temperature spread from about 50 in Stockton to about 60 at Grand Lake, but we'll slide back into the mid-40s later on tonight. 54 in Joplin, east northeasterly winds 5 to 10. Visibility is good. The winds, not bad, a little breezy. Northeasterly winds at about 5 to 10. All right, let's go through time for us tonight. Again, most of us dry, kind of in and out of the clouds, mid-40s by morning. As we go through the morning hours, we warm, lower 60s by noon. By the afternoon, very similar to today, 69, 68, 70 degrees. Look at the scattered showers popping up by 4 or 5 p.m. Hit miss scattered showers through the evening hours, and then they're gone by the time we head into Friday morning. But on Friday, we get another cold front, slips through, and this could give us a few scattered showers as well, maybe even a random little thunder shower late in the day on Friday. And then cooler air works in to start the weekend. Look at our lows. Saturday morning from about 32 to about 36 degrees. Day planner on your Thursday, 48 to start, 63 by noon. High temp right around 69 degrees. And if we look longer range, here's that wave passing to our south right now. And then as we head into the weekend, a little stronger storm system rolls out Central Plains, thunderstorms, snow in the northern plains. This will pass on by. Another storm system will reload and head toward us late next week. So the pattern picks up a little bit as we go through the next several days. All right, Saturday, cooler, highs, upper 50s, but not bad. Sunday, showers start to spread in late in the day. Here's 1:30 Sunday afternoon. A band of thunderstorms will drive through Sunday night. I think we're going to be just cool enough. We may get some stronger storms, but I think as of right now, any severe weather will stay to our south. But of course, something we'll keep our eyes on. All right, rainfall with that potential system. We need the rain. A lot of areas are going to pick up a quarter, maybe upwards to a half an inch, maybe a little bit more than that in spots. 69 tomorrow, 66 on Friday. Saturday looks good, near 60. And then a few afternoon, evening thunderstorms on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, pretty good. Few showers Wednesday, and then thunderstorms again late next week. But again, it's March, spring, we need the rain.
Yeah, things are greening up as a result from the rain and the intermittent sunshine.
I already mowed last weekend.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Yes, it is. You're welcome to mow my lawn anytime, Doug. Hey, spring is here. It means an end to the warmest winter on record. In a new report, the United Nations Weather Agency is sounding a red alert about global warming. Tina Kraus has that report.
Global temperatures shattered heat records last year, and the United Nations says 2024 will likely be even hotter.
Every fraction of a degree of global heating impacts the future of life on Earth.
The UN's weather agency says 2023 delivered chart-busting increases in greenhouse gases and land and water temperatures, along with melting glaciers and shrinking sea ice.
This annual report shows that the climate crisis is the defining challenge that humanity faces.
The UN climate chief says fossil fuel pollution is sending climate chaos off the charts and warns changes are speeding up. Scientists say the world's average near-surface temperature last year was 1.45 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, critically close to the 1.5-degree threshold countries agreed to avoid passing in the 2015 Paris Climate Accords.
There's still time to throw out a lifeline to people and planet. But leaders must step up and act now.
Climate experts hope nations around the world will answer the distress call with precise plans for change. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
The State of the Global Climate Report also highlights how dramatic climate shifts are fueling extreme weather events along with flooding and drought. Still ahead, 4 high school basketball players from Southwest Missouri receive all-state honors. And Diamond High School softball plays in day 2 of the Mount Vernon tournament. John Dales has those stories and a lot more. It's coming up next.
Here in the 4 states, we have high school softball, not just in the fall, also in the spring. Now, several teams from Kansas and Missouri in the early stages of 2024. And a few of them are in the Mount Vernon tournament this week. Diamond squares off with Ash Grove to begin the second day of the tournament. Wildcats trying to stay undefeated in tournament play. Bottom of the first, Caitlin Surrey singles into left field. Grace Frazier waved around to home. She comes in to score. Diamond leads 1-0. Later on in the first, Taylon Reeder hits this one hard up the middle and through into center field. Another run scores. Diamond scores 3 in the first inning. Now to the third. It's Caitlin Surrey again, this time going opposite field, and this time it clears the fence for a 2-run homer. Diamond leads 5-1. But Ash Grove makes a big comeback. We're tied 9-9 heading into the final inning of the game. That's when Reeder again hits this one into the gap. Game-winning run comes in to score. It's a walk-off double. Taylon Reeder. Diamond wins it 10-9 over Ash Grove. Next game of the afternoon, Ash Grove sticks around to face Mount Vernon on its home field. Bottom of the first inning, Haley Soaks hits a line drive into left for an RBI single. 1-0 Lady Mountaineers. Now to the bottom of the first inning, bases loaded for Ash Grove, and it's Soaks with a great defensive play. She gets the out at home plate. We'll go ahead to the third inning. Game is tied at 1 apiece when Ray Downing hits this ball into center field. 2 runs come in to score. Lady Mountaineers take a 3-1 lead. Still in the third, Mount Vernon leads by 2. Cheyenne Beaver comes through to push the lead with an RBI base hit. It's 4-1 now. Next batter, Addie Schubert goes into the gap. That ball rolls all the way to the fence. Mount Vernon holds off another Ash Grove comeback. It's enough for the Lady Mountaineers to get the win, 9-7. The Missouri Basketball Coaches Association releases the boys and girls all-state teams for classes 4 through 6. The 4 states are well represented. Webb City's Baron Duda is a Class 5 all-state performer. Now in girls Class 4, Kylie Cole from Aurora is named to the all-state team, as is Nevada's Clara Swearingen. She's also committed to play college basketball at Pitt State next year. And Carl Junction's Kylie Scott is a Class 5 all-state performer as well. Well, we get another taste of March Madness tonight. The NCAA men's basketball tournament has its final 2 play-in games this evening in Dayton. First matchup of the night pits 2 16 seeds against each other. Grambling State beats Montana State in overtime, 88-81. Tigers face 1 seed Purdue in the round of 64. Keep in mind the Boilermakers lost to a 16 seed in last year's tournament. Second game features two 10 seeds, Colorado and Boise State. Just a few minutes left to play. Boise State holds a 4-point lead. Winner here plays 7 seed Florida on Friday. Quick tie-in back to the 4 states in that Boise State game. Cam Martin, forward for Boise State. A few years ago, he was playing at Missouri Southern.
Wow, what do you know?
Yeah.
Nice connection. You have your bracket filled out?
I do. I have it filled out tonight, so I'm ready.
Just in time. We'll be right back.
You call.
Pittsburgh artists today got together for a sketching session. Roots Coffee House had hosted the Sketch Jam, as they call it. The events helped the SEK Arts Community Group. Members of the public were encouraged to bring their own sketchbooks and supplies to spend the evening drawing and talking with other artists. Root hosts a Sketch Jam event on the first and third Wednesdays of every month. Kind of a nice, relaxing way to spend your evening.
Yeah, why not?
The weather looking pretty nice.
It does. We're going to make it up near 70 again for us tomorrow. A few showers late in the day into tomorrow evening. Also a few showers picking up midday on Friday. A little bit cooler for the weekend, but most of the weekend looking overall pretty good.
Final sports notes.
We've had these 4 play-in games for the NCAA tournament last night and tonight, but the real fun starts tomorrow. 16 games, and it starts early, 11:15 in the morning.
Yeah, people are going to get their fill,
Yes.
for sure. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.